A lot of people are asking about builds right now, but I think they were focusing on the wrong thing because there are skills people are taking that don't actually works the way they think. And I also made the same mistake. I have been reading your comments from the last video. I know some of you are waiting for this update. So, this isn't just an update, this is a correction. Without further ado, let's get into it. And here's what I noticed. Most players go for riding and a Cavalier Master. The plus 20% large monster damage, the plus 20% movement speed. Sounds good, right? But no. Here's the problem. That 20% large monster damage, it doesn't apply to sacrifice. So you're not getting a real value from it. And the 20% movement speed, it doesn't stack the way people think. If you're already at 140 movement speed and someone gives you another 25% buff, you don't actually get the full value. Only a small part that actually adds up. So, think about it. Why are we still taking these skills if they don't even works for this build? At first, I was planning to remove Cavalier Mastery completely. To be honest, I was already questioning it, even before this. But after I got into the Pioneer program, I saw a change that made me think about that decision. On Pioneer, Cavalier Mastery is being adjusted, and the movement speed is much higher, and that's a big difference. Now, imagine how this build works. If you move faster while your target is being slowed, your reach becomes very different. You can stay longer, chase better, and keep pressure on them. So, instead of removing Cavalier Mastery, I tested if I could just keep everything. The riding, Cavalier Mastery, and still unlock something else. And I didn't expect this to work better. However, it is not for free. You lose some value, especially on Hatred, gain from Provoke, and half of the chances from Battle Chant. But for PvP, this trade-off makes sense. And this is the skill I've been building towards. I already mentioned this before. Gloria Domini. At first, it looks like just another skill. But once it hits, you have a chance to immobilize your enemy for 3 seconds. And even if it doesn't immobilize, it still slows the target during the delay. So, think about it. You're moving faster while your target is being slowed. That gives you more reach than before. And for sacrifice build, that's everything. So on the current live server, removing Cavalier Mastery still makes sense because the value is not there. But once the Pioneer adjustment lands, that's where things really change. At additional 40% movement speed, combined with Gloria Domini, your reach becomes more stronger. You can stay on your target longer, chase better, and apply pressure more consistently. And in PvP, that changes how the build plays. Now, we're not done yet. I've been reading your comments, and a lot of you are asking the right questions. But there's still one problem. Most decisions are based on what looks strong, not what actually works. So let's fix that. Let's start with Horn versus Tara. People think higher number is better, but it depends. Horn gives physical damage reduction, while Tara gives demi-human reduction. In PvP, Tara is better because it reduces both physical and magic damage, while Horn on the other hand only reduces physical damage. And here's my advice. If you have both, use both. If not, get Tara first. As for me, I am using both. Next is attack speed. Yes, 500% attack speed is better, but only if you have support, a healer, and a buff. If you force 500% on your own, you will burn yourself out. You become the actual sacrifice. So instead, I stay around this range with self-buff. 470 for plus 15, 420 for plus 12. This is with around 100k HP. And without using Hunterfly card. Then, with buff and concentration potion, that's when I reach 500%. It's sustainable and it doesn't burden your team. Ignore defense questions comes a lot lately. And yes, it works. Because sacrifice only ignores equipment defense, not refinement defense, not reduction defense. Check this video for the full details. See the difference? Now, let's move on. Another misconception is the seasonal stats. Some people think it only works in the dungeon, but it doesn't. Damage reduction, elemental stats, they work everywhere. Even in PvP and GVG. The only catch is when the season ends, the stats are gone and replaced by the new season. And personally, I prefer using seasonal stats in PvP and GVG instead of resetting to permanent bonuses, because a consistent 7% damage and damage reduction is better than a 4% or even 0 from PvP bonuses. So, if you notice, it's always the same pattern. People are choosing what looks strong, not what actually works. And remember, ROO Classic works differently from ROO Global. That's why sometimes it's not about what you add. What matters more is what you remove. This build is still evolving. I will keep testing, and I will share updates with you. If you're testing your own setup, let me know what works for you. And if this helps you, please consider subscribing. See you at the next update.